All right, 9:30, everybody. You know, the new movie Heaven Sent proves there is love, hope, and joy after loss. Here's a sneak peek.
It's just like the old days. All these people just waiting to meet us. That's your seat right there. I told you that I wanted to take it easy my first time out. So speed dating is the best way to break you back in. Just pretend this is a job interview, and if you don't like them, you don't gotta hire them. It'll be fun.
Oh my gosh, how cute is she? Playing that spirited friend is our next guest, who has been acting for more than 4 decades, playing Lucy Ewing on the wildly popular nighttime drama Dallas. She made an international star, and this actress, producer, and singer continues to work both in front and behind the scenes. So please welcome Miss Charlene Tilton. Good morning.
Good morning, everybody. Thank you for having me.
Of course.
Well, you've had such an amazing career, so it's so awesome to have you with us this morning. Let's talk about your current project, Heaven Sent, a romantic comedy for really all ages. So tell us a little bit about it.
Yeah, Heaven Sent is now streaming on Pure Flix, and I kind of like to say Pure Flix is the inspirational Netflix, if you will. I mean, you know, of course, during the pandemic, I got every streaming service known to man, and yet there's one more, Pure Flix. And this movie is so much fun. I play best friends with Karen Abercrombie, who plays Elise, and the two of us are best friends. We had a hit song back in the 80s. We were like a one-hit wonder. We were called Sugar and Spice, and we've been best friends. And she's been raising her grandson. Her grandson is 18 years old, and I'm trying to convince her to go out and find love and meet a man. And her grandson ends up finding love with a beautiful young girl on the internet. Elise finds love with a widowed pastor, and I find love at a speed dating service. So we all end up finding love, and the twists and turns are quite funny, actually.
Yeah,
Very
I mean,
cute.
It's the speed dating that perked my ears up, right? Because people do that still to this day.
Yeah.
And, you know, you would describe your character fun-loving, feisty, a good friend. And, you know, and everybody kind of bases these characters usually off of someone they know. So who's the feisty person in your life?
Who's the feisty person in my life?
Yeah.
My little grandkids keep me on my toes all the time.
There you go. Yeah.
Well, so you actually grew up in Hollywood, right? And you started
I
out
did.
with you started with some guest spots on family shows like Happy Days, Eight Is Enough. So when did you know that you wanted to be an actress?
I knew from the time I was 3 years old.
Wow.
I knew I was in a Greyhound bus station with my mother, and nobody was talking to each other. And I just started, you know, kind of being cute with people. And before I knew it, I had a circle of people around me telling me how cute I was. And I was singing my ABC song for them and zippity-doo-dah and things like that. And I'm like, this is kind of fun.
Right.
I can bring people together.
Never look back after that.
I mean, seriously, I mean, it's such a vivid memory, and it was so early.
Wow.
Yeah.
I was going to say, my gosh, 3 years old, I didn't even know what I was doing, thinking about Play-Doh or something. But we want to talk to you because, I know, right? We can't have you on without talking about Lucy, playing Lucy on Dallas, right? One of the most influential, popular TV dramas, which began as a miniseries. So I guess for you, when you look back on it, right, what was it like for you to take on a role at a young age and not really knowing what it was going to become?
You were 17, weren't you?
I was 17 when the show started, and I loved the character of Lucy because the way she was written, she was described as a manipulative little sex pot who was born with a silver spoon and had everything she wanted. But I knew because her parents had left her on the ranch with this family that there was a void in her that was making her act out and behave in certain ways that weren't so, you know, they were fun as an actress, but, you know, as a person, she was quite naughty. And so that was fun to play. But I knew why. I knew that she was vulnerable underneath her exterior. And none of us had any idea that it would become this worldwide phenomenon. And I was just with Patrick Duffy and Linda Gray in Germany. And, you know, Patrick was saying because the show went internationally to like 180 something countries kind of all at once, as opposed to being rolled out
Right.
little by little. And we became a worldwide phenomenon just like immediately. And, you have 190 something million viewers,
Yeah.
Right.
An episode. And because there was only 3 channels back then. So
Yeah, everyone
was
still
crazy.
remembers like it was yesterday. But now let's talk about things that you're doing outside of acting. You currently work with Actors for Autism. Can you tell us about the organization and what it means to you to be a part of it?
Well, I was engaged to be married, and my fiance died unexpectedly, passed away unexpectedly, and I was in shock, and I was depressed, and I was grieving, and sitting on my couch and drinking and smoking, and I just felt God say, "You gonna lay down on the couch, or you gonna get up and live the life I have for you?" And I said, "Okay." And you know that if you're depressed or grieving or anything else, the best thing to do for yourself is to go help somebody else. And I knew my friend had worked with Actors for Autism, so I went down there and to teach acting classes. Well, I'd never really dealt with anybody with autism, and maybe because I didn't look at where they were on the spectrum, if you will. I just would see their talents, and I would be like, "Oxa, you got a great voice. Come, you do the voiceovers. Dominic, you're a great director. Come on, you're telling everybody what to do. Help me direct this scene." And some of them started out being nonverbal. Some of them really couldn't go to social settings like
Yeah.
restaurants or, and over a course of 9 years working with them every week, I just watched them blossom and just their whole lives change. And
So rewarding.
I fell in love with them, and I'm not doing it anymore because
Right.
that was in Los Angeles. I live in Nashville now, but I'm still in touch with
Yeah.
the kids that I was working with. They're young adults now, and they're doing great. They're successful and having wonderful projects. And I'm so proud of them.
Yeah, it's amazing work you did, and I'm glad the organization is still around. Charlene, what a pleasure to talk to you this morning. Thank you for being here.
Thank you so much for having me.
and look-
Blessings to all of you.
I'll send you the pizza. We talked about it during the break.
Yes, I
Okay.
want some now.
Yeah.
All right, Charlene.
Your movie Heaven Sent now streaming on Pure Flix. So good to see you, Charlene. Thank you.